When I was in high school, I taught myself to play the bass clarinet. And I joined the high school band, and I got pretty good at it, actually. In fact, I auditioned for scholarships. I auditioned for this state honor band I was very excited about. And I received this very difficult piece of music that I had to practice and perform. And, it was tough, but it was doable. But the way that I practiced to perform this piece was not effective, and I'll tell you why. Here's what I did. Again, it's a very complex piece of music, and I'm playing the bass clarinet and going up and down and all over the register and all over the place. A lot of ink on the page, making it difficult to play. But every time I made a mistake, I would stop, I'd get all frustrated, and I would start the piece all over again. And then I'd play a few lines, and then, oh man, I missed a note. And I'd start all over again. And I'd play a few lines, and then, oh man, I messed up the rhythm, got the tempo all wrong, start over again. And so what ended up happening, I got the first few measures of the song down pretty well. And what ended up solidified in my muscle memory was goofing up and starting over, and goofing up and starting over, and goofing up and starting over. And I failed. I wasn't accepted to the honor band. I didn't get the scholarship. Boo-hoo, okay? Had to figure out something else to do with my life besides be a professional bass clarinet player. Sad sob story, I know. But since then, I've watched really good musicians and watched how they train to perform a difficult piece of music. And I notice they just kind of roll with the punches figuratively. Just like a boxer, they get boom, and do they stop fighting? Do they allow that to break the rhythm? No, not the good ones. The good ones roll with it and they keep going. If the lights are still on, they keep going. And I notice the same thing with these expert professional musicians. If they miss a beat, if they miss a note, while they're practicing, they keep going and they finish it. And they finish strong. So that what is in their muscle memory is playing the song to the best of their ability. And then they'll do it again, and they'll play the whole song again to the best of their ability. And they'll do it again, and they'll play the whole thing to the best of their ability. So what, again, is in the muscle memory is doing it the best they can. And every time we get better and better and better, and then eventually they perform this beautiful masterpiece the way that it was intended, the way it was written. Now, when we get into a boxing ring or a cage fight, MMA fight, or a jiu-jitsu tournament, or whatever our combat sport is, if we have approached our training of, oh man, every time I make a mistake, I throw myself a pity party, and I allow that to interrupt my rhythm, and I take even a little bit of a break, even just one beat, that's in my muscle memory. Okay? It just takes one beat, one measure of a broken rhythm in a fight to capitalize. Right? If I drop that hand for a moment and take that hook on the jaw. So it is super important. It is crucial that we train unbroken. Okay? No matter what our opponent throws at us, no matter how much we are hurt, if the lights are still on, we remain unbroken.